you're a few months or even a few short years into your powerlifting journey, you find a federation that you want to try out. You get on their website, scroll onto their calendar, and you find a meet. You fill out the form, grab your wallet, snatch your credit card, and then that's that. You are officially signed up for your first powerlifting meet. And then you start to think about the details that you haven't thought of throughout the entire prep. If this is you and you just signed up for your first powerlifting meet, let me tell you a couple things I wish I knew leading up to my first powerlifting meet. Let's do it. For today's pre-deadlift cocktail, we have 1 scoop of creatine monohydrate. I think I'm just gonna go either half scoop or a full scoop of flight. So before I go train here, I want to go ahead and go over the first point that I want to make, and that is do your research. Doing your research doesn't mean to go ahead and scope out the roster and start looking up all the athletes that are in your weight class and looking up all their lifts on Instagram and psyching yourself out. Doing your research just simply means knowing where the venue is, how long it's going to take you to drive from where you live to the venue, as well as if there are any hotels, Airbnbs, grocery stores, things like that around the area of the venue that can be easily accessible to you. So once you've done your initial research about the meet itself and figured out where you would want to stay, or if you're going to want to drive over there the day of the meet, it's time to train and get ready for the meet itself. So now you've done your research about the meet that you're about to do. The next thing you need to do during the week of the meet is to check in early. Now, some meets will allow you to check in, meaning check your equipment in and whatever else that you need to do the day or the night before. If that is something that is readily available to you and the meet that you're about to do is allowing you to do so, I would go ahead and do your best to go ahead and check in whenever you can. My first meet, I didn't really take advantage of this, so I had to wake up earlier than intended so that I can get to the venue as early as I can and check in whenever I can. So that is point number 2, check in as early as you can. This brings me to point number 3, which is get to the venue at least 30 minutes to 1 hour early or before weigh-ins itself so that you can find a little spot that you can set up in. Once you've done that and you've weighed in, make sure you look for the place to find your rack heights. Honestly, I'm just here to do the accessories that I skipped because I felt too guilty to not have done them. So we're just here doing accessories, and more like an active rest day, trying to get the appropriate amount of nutrients and macros that I need so that I can recover in time for the upcoming primary squat day in the next couple of days. Which brings me to the next point. After weigh-ins, after you secure your rack heights, you want to go ahead and eat as well as drink. You need to rehydrate and replenish your muscles. So really, what do I mean by replenishing your muscles and rehydrating? You want to eat something or drink something that you already have been consuming during your entire prep, rather than trying something that's relatively new that you saw your favorite influencer eat before their meet. If you've been eating chicken and rice an hour before most of your training sessions, most likely the best thing that will work for you is that same chicken and rice before you start your squats. So once you've eaten your meal, ready to go, warming up and everything, the last point that I want to make before I close this video out is to just have fun. So what I mean by having fun is just to be present while you are going through the lifts, meet some new people, learn from these people, do some networking, talk to anyone and everyone who'd listen and who would talk to you, and just have fun. Be in the moment. Make sure to just enjoy the atmosphere that you're in, because most of the time you are only able to do a handful of meets every year, and that's really depending on what federation you're competing in, what state you live in, and what are your goals in the sport itself. At the bare bones, you just have to have fun, get all your lifts, don't overthink, because the moment you start to overthink, the boat starts to sink for you. To end the last point, meet some new people and have a great day. And then reward yourself after the meet by eating out somewhere that you've been wanting to eat out, or just have fun hanging out with the new people that you met. These are just some of the things that I went through and I wished someone had told me leading up to my first meet and into my first meet. I really didn't know anyone in the sport. Meeting a bunch of cool people from different states, different backgrounds during my first meet was really cool, and I wished you guys get to do the same for your first meet. But with that being said, I'm going to end this vlog right here. I hope you guys, learned a couple things here and there that you can take into your own powerlifting journey, or share to someone who is starting their powerlifting journey and they're anxious about their first meet. If you did like this video, please leave a like, share the video, and subscribe if you haven't done so. So I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out.